Welcome to the 2023 SUS CP Conference, the Edge of Opportunity podcast from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The Southeastern United States Canadian Provinces, or SUS CP Alliance, was established in 2007 to formally advance a common interest in enhancing economic ties between the two regions. The Alliance is a strategic trade and investment-focused partnership between 6 southeastern U.S. states and 6 Canadian provinces. This year's conference is focused on opportunities in the blue and green economies.
All right, and welcome back to the SUS CP podcast here on Gale Force Winds. I got to tell you, a lot of cool things happening here at the conference. I'm Alan Dale. This is my good buddy, Jerry Crew. Mike, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing here?
Thanks, Al. So, Mike Thususka, Director of Economic Development, City of Summerside, and I'm here to look for business and help our community grow and meeting a lot of great people.
You know, Mike, Summerside's open for business, there's no doubt about it, and has been for a very long time. Tell us about all the cool things that are happening in Summerside and why SUS CP is such an important conference for you.
Well, lots of great things happening this year for sure. Our signature project this year is the City of Summerside Sunbank project, which is a $60 million solar battery project headed up by ourselves and Samsung Renewable Energy. Aspen Kemp, local PI company, is leading the charge on that, so we're pretty excited about that. Summerside is building the first passive net zero industrial facility in all of the land of Canada right now, so it's a 17,000 square foot incubator style building. Gonna heat it with a candle, I think, when it's all said and done, so we're pretty excited about that. And then on the residential side, business investment side, things are really taking off, and our permits are kind of going through the roof right now, which is a blessing, but yet challenges for sure. And coming to SUS is about making connections, and it's about learning, it's about sharing, and it's about trying to do some collaboration with different people.
I mean, big companies there, Samsung interest in Summerside, right? Jason Aspen's here with Aspen Kemp. What is it about Summerside? I mean, a very forward-thinking municipality, but what's the secret sauce out there?
I think I'm not sure there is a secret sauce, to be honest, other than it's the fact that we want to do business and we want to make our community better. Right. We're certainly on a net zero pathway, trying to do our best to play our role in the larger pie. And I think Summerside just has an open entrepreneurship mindset. Our municipality, while we're government, we try not to think necessarily like government, given the fact that we run a utility, we run our own police force, run our own recreation department, and those sorts of things. So it lends ourselves to think a little bit more differently and think business focused. So.
A lot of people wouldn't know that, Mike, that Summerside runs its own utility. Explain that for us.
Yeah, so fortunate, we own our own utility, and currently right now, 60% of our energy is fully renewable, and we're going to be at the end of this summer going up to about 75%. And part of the ability of running a utility is we're into generation, we're into storage, we're into distribution, we're into purchasing and distributing energy. So that in itself really affords our municipality the opportunity to really look at how we do business and think like business, and then how do you leverage that asset, because that's what we're trying to do, is leverage that asset to be a better community. So that's amazing.
Are there any other municipalities like that? I've never heard of it.
Not through the penetration I think that we have. We're probably one of the leaders in Canada. To be honest, we got into it by accident a little bit. Certainly we had a traditional utility, and purchasing a lot of our energy off island, and we said enough's enough. We got to figure out a way to invest in ourselves, and then we got into wind. Challenge with wind is it blows when you don't want it, so then we got into storage, and the challenge with storage is how do you communicate without storage, so we got into fiber. Now we're into solar, we're into batteries, doing a lot of heat sink stuff in the community. We've been challenged locally, become net zero, so that's what we're trying to do.
Mike, a lot of people in the room, a lot of interesting delegations from the southern, eastern United States and indeed Canada. Who are you focused on mostly here?
A lot of the clean technology companies. So those companies that are looking to innovate, we're also looking for companies that are looking for a test environment in which to trial their products. So we run an opportunity called the Summerside Exchange. Basically, we own a lot of sophisticated infrastructure. We understand the barriers between tabletop to market reality, and so we'll open up our infrastructure to companies and collaborate with them to help them grow their market, get some experience underneath them, and then help them introduce them to other markets.
And Mike, what would you tell people that are interested in Summerside and doing business in Summerside? What would your pitch be for the?
Give us a call. Let's have a conversation. If nothing else, we have that conversation. We can help you. We want to. If we can't, we'll let you know. At the end of the day, Summerside's not a bad place to do business. Not a bad place to live. Not a bad place to make money. And not a bad place to cut your teeth, if you will, in terms of moving the community forward.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Summerside's open for business. Eh?
Absolutely, 100%. And I think the municipality itself sees huge opportunity. We owe it to our residents and to our business community to constantly scan the world for opportunity and to bring technologies, innovation, companies, people into our community to help us grow, and that's what we're trying to do.
What do you think of that, Jerry?
Well, I'm blown away. I didn't realize. I knew Summerside. I mean, we were there last year, but we didn't hear from you.
Yeah.
Fantastic, buddy. Keep her going.
Awesome.
Love
Thanks.
it.
Thanks
Love
very
it.
much.
And as they say, it's always worth the drive to Summerside. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you for tuning in to the 2023 SUS CP Conference, the Edge of Opportunity podcast from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The 2024 conference is taking place in Biloxi, Mississippi, and we look forward to seeing you there.